What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Sunday Night Live. Back from a little break. Welcome, everybody. Hope you had a great Christmas, and thanks for showing up. What's going on, Mike?
Howdy. Yeah.
Hope you had a great Christmas, bud.
I did. I hope you had a good one, too.
It was great. It was really good. Had a great Christmas live, Christmas night, gave away some stuff. It was a fun time. See who all's in the chat. Tina, babe, what's going on? End of the year, right?
Hey, Tina.
Bye 2024. Las Cruces, what's going on, Las Cruces?
What's up, Las Cruces?
Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Happy New
Not
Year.
just Soylent Green.
People.
What's up, Phil? Detroit, Phil.
Hey, Phil.
Game tomorrow, or is it tonight? Detroit. We got
know.
Carmen. What's going on, Carmen Crafts?
Hey, Carmen.
Got you for one of the shout outs. Go check out Carmen. Shout her out in detail here in a minute. Hey, what's going on, Andrew Kai? How you doing, bud?
Hey, Andrew Kai.
Hope you've been doing well. Wellbore, what's going on? The North remembers.
What's up, What's up, Wellbore?
Yeah, I heard you guys got your
Postal
post
service
office
back
stuff. Yeah, but Wellbore says kind of. They were they were forced to come back. So I don't understand that whole thing with the union and being a government employee and having a union. Like, it kind of seems like it's contradictory.
Even the way they've explained that they're like forcing them to come back. Like, and I understand that they're not putting the effort, because they're being forced to come back. But like the way they're for it, I'm like, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of a strike if you can just be forced to come back? Like,
right?
I mean, when we go on strike, they can't. I don't know. I'm not gonna say.
But they're government, so they're like,
yeah,
it's not a private entity.
I mean, I don't know.
Melanin Manga, what's going on, Sheena?
Hey, Sheena.
Awesome live earlier. They did kind of we're doing a year in review. Awesome panel. Lady Fantastic was on there. Among some other ladies. Was a fun watch. Thanks for popping in. Steve, what's going on?
Hi, Steve.
My White Walker brother, Quartet brother.
Yeah, it's that brother.
I think it's too much pie. I don't know. There's not too much cake. I know that.
I think so. I think it both. Yeah, there is. Your stomach would let you know.
Oh, yeah, right. There's been a lot, actually. First couple weeks of the season and then recently.
Thanks, Steve.
Howdy ho. What's going on, Cat Fan? Bestie.
Hey, Cat Fan.
Hope you're doing well. Who's playing Phil? Phil plays himself. No one can play Phil.
Right.
Tamale sense just went off. Hope everybody's having a great weekend and had a great Christmas. What's going on, Joe? How are you doing, bud?
Hey, Joe.
Hope you're doing well. Go check out Anachronic Comics. Most Friday nights does something. Always puts out some great videos as well. One of the staples. And we got Paul, my DM. What's going on, Paul? Thanks for popping in, Paul. Really appreciate you. One of my highlights I'm going to shout out of 2024. Some Dungeons and Dragons. Really need to get back into doing that. Get a more into it group that's more involved. We got D. What's going on, D? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great Christmas. Great to see.
Hey, D.
Joffrey Castro. How you doing, bud?
Hey, Joffrey.
And Lady Prime. What's going on, LP?
Hey, Lady Prime.
Another great show yesterday. I really
It
always
was.
enjoy that. Probably my favorite show going right now. Saturday stretch.
Minus
Boys
Salty
Prime?
Neil. Can we have a conversation backstage about Neil? Like he is
Right.
just extra salty lately.
Which is like you wouldn't think is possible, but
Yeah, like more salty than normal. I don't quite understand the saltiness. You know, I don't.
All right. We got a few people to shout out. First off, we have my bro, Reggie Collects. Took about a 9-month hiatus, but he's been putting out some videos lately. Showed off some comics in his 100K collection and did a little video on, not live videos, on Punisher comics. Did one here on Must Have X-Men comics, went through his X-Men Jim Lee run. Got the Punisher. So he's just going through his collection and pulling out books and talking about keys and such. But Reggie kind of brought me into the community, brought me into YouTube. So wanted to shout him out for kind of being back in a way. I don't know if he's going to start doing lives. Hopefully, start that.
I'm happy he's back because there's a lot of people who love Reggie. You know, so I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people were, you know, ecstatic that he came back and stuff and started producing content again.
Yep.
And it's just good to see. I mean, it's a person in our community, you know, that most of us know.
I know Tina really likes it. Tina's an OG for Reggie. Started following him when he had like less than 1,000.
The Giving Gang's strong, and a bunch of my friends are in the Giving Gang. You know?
DJ, what's going on, James?
Hey, James.
I know, right? But is he back? It's a good question. Exactly, Steve. Exactly. I met everybody because of Reggie and Tina, the main people. Next, we have Karma's Craft. She's also in the chat. Karma's putting out some great content. She used to do live streams with Robin and by herself, put out shorts, but right now she's mainly just putting her crafts on her community tab. So check that out. And she also mentions that she uses almost all recycled material. So that's really awesome that she does that. And just some great stuff. She sent the Prime family some ornaments that were really awesome.
Yeah, I love those ones. They're cool. Unique ideas.
So
I like
go check out Carmen.
Of
She supports a lot of people. Give her some support. Only has 100 subs, so I know a lot of people in chat don't follow her. Go ahead and do that, would you?
Please.
All right, before we get into our year-end discussion, there's a couple of trailers I wanted to show. This one just dropped. I haven't even seen it yet, but we got Home Alone 3. Teaser
Seen it.
dropped.
Seen it.
These years have been rough.
Mom?
I might be the luckiest and the most adventurous person in my town. And for the third time, story repeats.
Armed.
You're not going with this, you filthy, wimpy thing.
Wet bandits will get you, little Kevin.
I'm not letting you come through my house, no matter what.
You're gonna pay for everything.
When you'll come, be sure I'll be ready.
Evening.
Kevin!
Yeah, I want to say that's fan made. Like there was a lot of. Yeah, I want to say that there was a lot of AI. If you didn't notice, like as it was going along, so I take that because that's okay. So there is a real trailer out there, and James.
Did I grab the wrong one?
Oh, no, okay. So the trailer is kind of a spoof joke because technically it's just a commercial. It's for like insurance or whatever. Yeah. As far as I know, there's no movie that's coming. But okay, he has been doing like more promos for Home Alone. Yeah, but I
Uh-huh.
want to say that was kind of fan made ish looking. It looked real
And
for like I want to say it looked real for the first 30 seconds. I was
I
like,
saw a whole
okay.
bunch of posts on it, so that's my bad if so. What's going on, Kevin? How you doing, bud? And
Hey, Kevin.
Joe? How you doing,
Hey,
Joe?
Jojo.
And then we have the trailer. Weren't on last week, so gonna go ahead and show it. Been waiting for this. Chop, what's going on, Chop? All good,
Hey, Chop.
bro. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you.
Crypto.
Home.
Take me home.
Superman. Superman.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very
I
awesome.
love that trailer. I mean, everything about that trailer. I think it's well cut. And I think it's showing us just enough. Like,
Mhm.
screw all the haters out there that y'all can stay in your little corner, No, I think it looks fantastic. Okay, so there were some trailers that dropped, and Wellboard did mention a big one, Happy Gilmore 2. We got an official trailer from that. Travis Kelsey's in it. They do show like Shooter McGavin. What it looks like, it kind of looks like a bad guy like team up movie where he's teaming up with Shooter McGavin.
Let me just pull it up.
Yeah. The other one that dropped that a lot of people might not have noticed, but another big one dropped today. That's a Spider-Man Homecoming. We got the first trailer this morning. And it actually looks decent. I want to say there's some scenes where the animation looks a little iffy, but I want to say for the most part, it looks pretty clean.
Is this it?
I think so. Yep.
Canadian. Right.
It's great to see you back, Mr. Gilmore.
Yeah, baby.
We've only just begun.
Gilmore. Big Daddy.
That's pretty much
Wasn't
it.
much
It
of a
was,
trailer.
no, it wasn't. It's a lot of quick, flash that I'm telling you, we had to, like, me and my brother kind of had to like piece it together to try to figure out what the plot was, but it kind of looks like, because for a while they were talking about it was going to be about him having a son and taking over the legacy, so we weren't sure if they were going in that direction, but I don't think they are. It doesn't, as far as we could tell, it doesn't look like there's a Gilmore son running around.
And that's all for the trailers. We'll skip the Spider-Man.
Yeah. It's out there. It's out there.
All right. What do you want to start with? What's your top 5? We'll go over movies. Top 5 movies of 2024. You want to list off all 5, or you just want to go back and forth?
You can go back and forth. I like that. I can go first because I got a strong one that maybe a lot of people forget about. But Late Night with the Devil. It is a horror movie. But Late Night with the Devil was fantastic. I think I've seen that movie now 3 times, and it's just it's basically a mockumentary style show where it focuses on a late night TV show, and eventually they interview someone that's supposed to be possessed or whatever. No, it was fantastic. It was really good. I had the dude that played the polka dot man from Suicide Squad. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's been in a lot of those kind of movies. Was it low
I
budget?
want to say appearance wise, yes, but I'm not sure. It was actually cinematography, shot really well. The effects were really well within it. So I mean, but I want to say it was from an independent company or something like that. As I remember, without cheating. No, but if you are a horror fan, and I want to say it's light horror. It's it's not body horror. There's no gore or nothing like that. It's really like suspense. Think about it. Horror kind of thing.
Steve got John Wick 4. I got, for my number 5, I got Furiosa.
Oh, that's a good one. I really enjoyed Furiosa. I mean, I like all the Mad Max. I'm just a big fan of that franchise. But I've really enjoyed Fury Road and Furiosa. Man, I mean, you're talking about
this one more than Fury Road, I have to say.
I have to go back.
Hemsworth character.
I liked all of it. Yeah, I mean, I haven't I don't know if I've topped which one was better, because I want to say that for me there is something that's missing from, because I love the whole witness. I love that, and that element. I really dig that. I mean, and it is a little bit in Furiosa, but not so much. But I did like that element. But no, I really enjoyed Furiosa.
All right, what's your number 4?
See, I don't have these written down like Trev does. I'm gonna throw out. This is probably one of your top ones, but I'm gonna throw out Alien Romulus. You talk about I am a huge Xeno fan, and I've loved all the main solid Xeno movies, including Prometheus. And okay, so this was fantastic, going back to its roots, getting a traditional, space action horror, alien movie, yes, and it's shot well, it was acted well. I hope this is a sign of the continuing things, because we're getting Alien Earth, yeah. So I'm hoping this is maybe we're getting this penguin style alien, I think it's fantastic.
What's up, TCP? How you doing, bro?
Hey, Collect P.
Maybe nostalgia. My number 4 was Alien Romulus as well.
Yeah.
I love how it brought it back. Aliens kind of went across the spectrum. It started out as a horror movie. Then number 2 was almost like an action movie. Then it went to the individual characters and different situations. So this brought it back almost full circle to Alien, the first one, where it was a lot of suspense. You got a lot of people that don't know what they're doing. They're encountering. They're not trained army or anything. And
yeah, definitely. I really like it. Next one. See, this is tough because I already mentioned a bunch of my favorite. Okay, so I'm gonna throw The Substance out there, another horror movie. Okay, and you're gonna see a trend, because I was telling Trev, and I've kind of mentioned this. We are in a huge horror renaissance, because I was telling Trev my top 5 list is really a top 20 list, because there was so many good strictly horror movies, and I know but like not just strictly like straight up like a serial killer horror, body horror. I mean, it's good to have like it was a good slew of like, you know, we got like suspense
Oh,
horror, we got like
all
thriller horror,
together.
we got yeah, well, the substance has a lot of that in there because it's like body, it's suspense, it's like
Nice.
it's a very thought-provoking movie. You'll watch it and probably want to watch it again. It's it has a lot of that rewatchability stuff. Um, yeah, but substance was good, and then plus I get the movie with Demi Moore and um, like Randy Quaid and
Yeah, I did.
that's it.
I saw this guy, those two in it. I was like, that's interesting. I might have to check that out. My number 3 is Deadpool and Wolverine.
All right, all
Just
right.
so much nostalgia, tons of action. I mean, we've been waiting 20 years for him to pull the cowl on. That scene alone just made it for me.
I'm gonna say I loved it. You know, I know my brother really, really loved it. You know, I'm not gonna say it was like my top, but I mean, it could have been way worse, kind of thing. And I really loved it. For me, like, I really love that villain, and it's sad to say that we might not ever get that version of like, you know, Cassandra. Because I really dug the whole like, you know, her digging through their heads, and I thought that was one of the coolest aesthetics. And yes, there was a lot of cool stuff in Deadpool Wolverine, but for me, that kind of sold it. Getting that I mean, it was just a unique villain for that movie, you know, and I thought it worked well.
Substance on the list. Craven is your number 3, Steve. Interesting.
I haven't seen Craven yet, but I will admit that I did watch Venom 3 and I did watch Madam Web, and I actually enjoyed both. Like, I thought they were really good. And I'm the opposite on Beetlejuice too. I didn't much care for that movie.
What's up, Alan?
What's up, Alan? All right,
What
so
was your number 3?
I'm thinking.
You're number 2.
Number 2. I'm gonna have to go, and I was kind of just talking about this. It's another horror movie, but The Heretic, with Hugh Grant, and I mean another thought-provoking movie, but this one I really can relate to, type of thing. Yeah, I haven't seen Nosferatu either. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it will be on my list because I already like that director. I've liked all his movies, even though they are very artsy, but because I really love The Witch, and I know a lot of people don't like The Witch. I really like The Witch. Plus, that it's got one of my favorite actresses in it. Hey, Tab. No, but The Heretic was fantastic. I mean, I can understand where this movie might not sit well with certain people because it is about religious things, and but with the right person, this movie was phenomenal. And with me, I just have a lot of experience with this type of thing, and it just, I mean, no, I really enjoyed The Heretic. And it's funny because I'm not a huge Hugh Grant fan. I really like, he's in a lot of like romantic comedies back in the 80s and 90s. And like, he's just not my idea of that person who he tries to portray. And I'm not saying he's a bad actor at all. Like, he is just more visual and appearancing. No, this worked. He was really good in this.
He played something back in the day. I wish I could remember, but he was kind of like that nice guy, but he was like a villain,
I know what you're talking about too, and I can't.
Out of his,
I really enjoy when actors do that because it allows them like a different type of shine. What's up, Joseph Michaels?
What's up, Joseph? How you doing, bro? My number 2 is Superman, the Christopher Reeve story.
Ooh, that was good. Oh man,
that movie, I gotta say, no movie or TV show has got me in every single type of feeling like Naruto. The one thing about why I love it so much is you experience every type of feeling in that show, from the ups and the downs, loss, redemption, everything. And that's what that Christopher Reeve movie, like, by the time I was done with that movie, I was just emotionally drained. I was so like
worn out and hurt and sad and happy and like it's like I'll tell you what, it was a phenomenal movie, like a documentary, right? I don't know if I could watch it again. Like,
Yeah, right.
like it was tough. Like, and it's not for like sad reasons. There's a bunch of like super like joyous, cheerful moments, but like
Hmm.
you're gonna cry. I think I cried like 6 times. Like, there was times where I was trying to stop myself from crying. Like, no, it's just well done. I mean, if you don't know that story, the way they explain everything that went down is it's just
Through the
phenomenal.
family
Yeah,
explaining it.
no, it was really good. And I'm glad you mentioned that because I forgot about that. I don't know
Deadpool
how I
three,
forgot.
Venom 3. Shut your mouth.
Venom 3 was good. And like Cat Fan was saying, Matt, I actually enjoyed Madam Web. It wasn't, I mean, it wasn't as horrible as the world's making it out to be. It wasn't the best movie ever. You know, I want to say it's like a 6. It's a little
Hmm.
better than average. Venom 3 was a lot better. Venom 3, I'd say, was like a 7 and 8. You know, I mean, it was really good. I mean, does it hold merit to any of the other? No, no. But I mean, as far as it being that movie and it like having a complete story, and Noel was actually pretty cool. Like, I mean,
Interesting. Okay.
they get into Noel. Like, Noel is the first scene. I mean, they go into that like real quick, and then the movie plays out. So I mean, it was really interesting getting him right off the bat. And
Congrats to your sister, Will. And how you
yeah,
doing, bud?
hey, Will, and congrats. Um, no, I mean, all these
It
things are
was
getting
okay.
these
You
weird.
enjoyed it. Nice.
Yeah, all these things are
What's
getting
your
weird
number one movie?
reviews. I'm trying to think. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to say it might be like the Lords of the Ring or War of the Rim. It's really not, okay, people. It's really not my
Okay.
number one. But I can't think of movies that were, because there was a
But
bunch of great movies
well,
that
after
came
I say
out.
my number one, you'll be like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, but okay, so I really enjoyed the Lords of the Rings War of the Rim. It's a Lords of the Rings style story that's told not focusing on the magic and the mythical side of it. It's pretty much a
Hmm.
straightforward. It's a like I want to say it's modeled as a love story, but it's really not. That's kind of like the small part because it's about the Rohirrim's trying to get like, and it's about someone that wants to marry into their family. He's denied entrance, and during this process, he gets pissed. He ends up getting killed because of this, you know, because he gets pissed, and it just sparks this war that comes out of that interaction. Um, Everything else related to Lord of the Rings, it's not really until the very end. They threw in some like, you know, some cameos that you might recognize, that kind of stuff. But I mean, as far as like the animation, the soundtrack, the voice acting, the overall story, no, it was really good. Like, I really enjoyed it. I was kind of nervous because, and it's kind of funny because it's advertised to be like a straightforward like anime looking project. It is not. It like mixes between like an American anime-ish style. Like, I think in the previews they only showed those anime looking scenes, but
Uh-huh.
most of it has a very straightforward American animation looking. Like,
Okay.
and it's kind of funny how they did it. Most of the action scenes have a very like anime feel to it, but then most of the conversation and movement scenes and stuff like that, transition scenes, they look more Americanized kind of thing. Let's hear your number one.
And
Let's
my
see.
number one movie of the year is Dune number 2.
Oh crap! Yep, I
I
changed my vote. I changed my vote
knew you were going to say that.
because I forget when like I'm still thinking that was like a 2023 movie. Because okay, so there's some other ones like I'm not even remembering, like Godzilla -1, right?
No, Godzilla -1 was 2023.
Was it? Are you
I
sure?
think so.
Somebody look that up. Because I think we got like Godzilla and Kong. You know, I think we got that movie and we got Godzilla -1.
You might be right, actually.
Because now that I'm thinking more about it.
2023. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay,
Because
okay.
I was thinking
Yeah.
about that as well.
Dang. Okay, okay. Let's see.
But yeah, Dune number 2. Dune is, oh my gosh. If you're not watching the show right now, Dune Prophecy, it's amazing. Just love that
Yeah,
whole universe. The cinematography, the acting, everything's just on
the
point.
story. All right.
All right. Let me put this up here while we start the next one. Try to speed it up a little bit because we got multiple categories. Top 5 shows of 2024. I'll go first this time.
All right.
I'm going to say Dune Prophecy is my number 5. Even though it's not over yet, I don't like to I'm excluding Landman because it just started. So, but Dune Prophecy's gone on long enough. It's like 6 episodes, I believe, almost 7 to 9.
7. Yeah.
So, Dune
And I'm gonna
Prophecy.
agree. I've been really enjoying Doom Prophecy. I can say it doesn't have like the super hold on me that some of the other shows that will be on my list, but no, I mean, it's just been a phenomenal show. Like you mentioned, the acting, the cinematography, the sets, the costumes. It does feel like the movies we got. You know, it's nice when you get that sister show or brother show, and it does. You know, it does have this connection. So
So,
I
is that
gotta
your
go.
number 5?
Yeah, I'll agree with you. That's my number 5. That's a good one.
All right. My number 4 is The Penguin.
Yeah, but yeah. Actually, I would. This is kind of tied for my top 3. So I mean, I no, but go ahead, do your spill.
Just amazing acting again. Like I said, as far as performances, awards, like Colin Farrell and the girl that plays Sophie needs to need to win some awards along with the show as well. But is a master class, and the show really doesn't. I mean, it really doesn't do much as far as costing. Like the sets aren't like elaborate. Like it can get away with just having a set in a room and have a whole scene, you know, with him and his mom and stuff. And it's
I think the money was more spent on the performers versus like the set and
right.
stuff like that. You know, because it was all self-contained, small rooms, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I love the Penguin. I mean, I am already a Matt Reeves Batman fan. You know, Sparkle Twilight Batman. I love him. All right, so I really enjoyed, and it's the same thing with the Dune Prophecy. It's excellent when you can get this like sister brother type of show that connects to something bigger. You know, I'm trying to. The only thing with the Penguin is I'm really on the level of like rewatchability because I haven't gone back and like I haven't had the one to like start it over and rewatch it, and that's usually a big factor in my rating of like movies and shows. I'm not saying it doesn't have it, but I just haven't had the appeal to go back to it yet. So I think that will. No, but
Yeah, I would
love
say of all my top 5, that one has the least rewatchability. But
it.
the reason why it's still in my top 5 is because just the performances are just stellar.
I'm getting
But
mad at
I
Joe.
agree with you,
Yeah, I'm getting mad at Joe. He's mentioning my top. Okay, so Superman and Lois. Season 4 was it? Or yeah, I think it was, right? We got the season
What
finale
number
to
is that
the.
for you? Is that your number 2, 4, or number 3?
That was my number 4 because I'm gonna put Penguin at my number 3.
Okay, well, my
'Cause
number 3 is Superman and Lois.
I mean, this show overall, I just hands down loved it, and it does have its haters and everything, and it's so in the background. I wish it was so much more in the forefront because this is one of those shows like they did in the documentary where you go through all kind of feelings during the show. You laugh, you cry, and at the right moments. It's great writing. The portrayal of the characters is spot on, even though they do some actor changes between the seasons. No, this last season was phenomenal. I thought, getting this version of Lex was much needed. Like, I don't think we've really gotten this version of Lex in a good minute. So, I mean, it was nice. The actor that portrayed Lex, I loved him. I think it was Abraham from Walking Dead or whatever.
Yep.
No, I really, really, and it was. You talk about what a pleasant surprise because this was originally part of the whole like Arrowverse, and I'm not gonna hate on the Arrowverse, but where we ended with the Arrowverse wasn't so great. You know what I can say? So getting this at the tail
technically,
end,
it wasn't part of the Arrowverse.
yeah.
It was on. It was a CW show, even though it wasn't part of that universe.
Yeah, I mean, he was showing up in Supergirl and the crossovers.
Well,
And
the Crisis. Yeah, they did
Yeah, yeah.
all of that crossover. And
That's what I
Brandon
mean.
Routh
Telling.
showed up as
Yeah, he did.
Superman.
So did Kevin Conroy, maybe.
Yeah, right.
Okay, no, but I really enjoyed. I mean, for the season finale, the way they tied it up, and that can always be a nervous thing too, because we knew it was going to be the last season. No, it was just phenomenal, and I think it was well crafted. Like you could,
Tina! Hashtag rigged.
heck yeah, I think Tina's like the most one duck winner. Go Tina! I'm not hating on. Hate on StreamYard. What's
Pulling
up, Cliff?
again. Cliff, what's going on, Cliff? Hope you're doing well, bud. 9-panel grid. What's going on, 9-panel?
Hey, 9-panel.
TM Nerdy, what's up, Travis?
What's
How
up,
you doing,
Travis?
bud? Taylor Winder, what's going on?
What's
King of
up,
the
Taylor?
North? What's going on, Taylor? JSS, how you doing, bud? I think I said hi to you earlier. If I didn't, what's going on, JSS?
We did. Hey, JSS. I think Legion finally ended.
All right. Yeah, Superman and Lois was my number 3. The greatest ending to anything Superman I've seen.
It's phenomenal, man.
just oh my gosh.
Even
getting
getting crypto at the end, like, come on now.
Mm-hmm. Having to replace his heart with a human heart and live out his life as a human.
Honestly, I mean, and I'm not the biggest Superman fan. I like Superman. I don't have this like love that I've never had a Superman hate. Okay, I'll tell you that. But going through this show, it's so well written. I cried my ass off, like left and right. Not even at like major story interjections. No, it was just so well written, so well acted. Like you were there with the. I thought it was fantastic.
Number 2, I guess your number 3 was Penguin. You said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my number 2 is Shogun.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Great. I've actually watched it 3 different times just to see the interaction, and yeah, just such a well told story.
I was so nervous with Shogun, and you talk about how good. And I slow boated Shogun. Like I did not rush it. Like Shogun was. I mean, every episode was just phenomenal. The acting was. I mean, grade A. The sets, the cinematography, the authenticity. To those times.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay, so at this point, I think we need a redraw or.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Congrats, Tina.
That's the way it is. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. What's your number?
Tina. Oh. Since you already said Shogun, I'm gonna pick another one. I'm gonna go with Lords of the Rings. Yeah, that's probably your number 1, right?
Yep.
Yep. I know both of us are big fans of it. I know I loved it. I mean, Rings of Power season 2. You're talking about like those final episodes, and yes, every episode was good, but those final episodes were like amazing TV. I mean, I was eating it up, and yes, I knew a lot of it was coming because they did kind of stick with some things. No, I mean it was phenomenal. I'm so excited they greenlit like the next season. Like it's still moving forward. Yes, it was good.
Yep. Yeah, kind of like Dune Prophecy. If Dune goes in that direction, because Dune, it's the same thing that Rings of Power have. It's almost looks just like the acting, the wardrobe, the cinematography is just like the movies. And God, that story is just amazing. And the girl that plays Galadriel, I can watch her act all day.
Yes.
She's easy on the eyes. She's
I actually like all the
gorgeous or anything, but she has a nice voice, and she's just easy to watch act.
I actually like all the actresses and actors on the show. Like the guy that plays Caliborn, I think he's a fan. Like you talk about pulling off that part, like the guy that's playing like Sauron or how the House from or whatever you want to call him. But that actor, especially when we get the human parts, like I thought he was excellent. No, I really loved. It's not my number one.
What's your number one?
I'm gonna go Squid Game season 2, baby, and we just got it recently. But you're talking about
Wow.
like the first season for me was so phenomenal. You're talking about penguin level good, and how do you continue that? Like top it, like move forward on that level of good. And to me, I believe they did it. Now I know it
Put
does
it on the
have like
list.
I know it does have some mixed reviews for the second season. I will say it ends like at a major cliffhanger. Um, but no, I'm talking about the thought provoking. I mean, you're talking about the rewatchability. Not only did I binge the second season, I've already gone back and binged it again. And not only that, I went back and watched the first season again. Like, no, I mean, because they add on to some of the things that you saw before. You're starting to piece because, I mean, there's so many mysteries of like what's going on, and you're trying to figure out what because there is a simplicity story that's in the forefront. That's the games. I mean, the games is like the easiest story to get behind. But no, you're talking about you get invested in these characters, you find out why they're there, and then it's like the whole mystery of on who's holding the games, why they're holding them. Like, I mean, once you get into the games, it's this whole behavioral pattern study thing. And I mean, you're talking about
Interesting.
this is like triple level like psychology stuff that these games are being, I mean, because the study on human nature, for me it's phenomenal. And the second season, just like because the way the first season ended, they kind of show you where it was going to go, but I mean, you just had no idea. And like, no, it was really good. It's really good. I can't recommend it enough.
What's up, Ruby G? How you doing, bud?
Hey, Ruby G.
I think we said hi to Jean Malo, didn't we?
No. Hey, John.
What's up, Jean Malo? If I missed you, sorry about that. Matty Ice, what's going on, bud?
Hey, Matty Ice.
Biz.
What's up, Biz?
What's up, Biz? Just finished our top 5 shows of the year. I got a few to shout out for honorable mentions. On my list to watch, Lioness Season 2 and Silo. People have been talking about those. Mm-hmm. But Avatar, The Last Airbender, One Piece, and Reacher.
Ooh. Nah, I didn't watch Reacher, but yeah, One Piece and Avatar The Last, but both those were phenomenal. And I forgot they came out this year. I felt like they came out last year.
See you, Steve, beginning of the year.
Yeah. There was actually another animated one that came out. Many Watched it was really good. The live action version of that they dropped on Netflix.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I remember that. Landman, I'm only 2 episodes in, so I can't put it on the list, but Landman is fantastic. Fantastic.
I know a lot of people are talking about that. Tulsa King is another one.
Mm-hmm. Tulsa King is really, I mean, it's not Landman level. Landman's, amazing.
Higher grade.
Tulsa King is just like, just that Sylvester Stallone. I don't know.
Being Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah. If you kind of get me, he doesn't have the acting chops, in my opinion, at this age especially.
That Billy Bob Thornton does?
Yeah.
No, I mean that's known. I mean, I think Billy Bob Thornton has the Oscars. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Did I miss Christina Payne? I did. Christina Payne. What's going on?
Hi, Christina Payne. Yeah, somebody just.
C Bizzle. What's up, C Bizzle?
What's up, C Bizzle?
All right. What's your top 5 reads of the year? Comics.
I mean, okay, so because you might be breaking these up, but no, I'll break them up. So I'm gonna say Geiger. Geiger was phenomenal getting that back, because Rook was another one. Rook was a fantastic read all the way through.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Tate? Big.
Hey, Tate. What's up, Biggie?
Fanboy Prime. I didn't say
what's
how
up, Fanboy?
I you earlier. Didn't say anything, I don't think.
And he wrote all that too.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Yeah. We're not hating on Stallone. I haven't seen it, so I have no comment on Tulsa King. So, technically, I don't even know if I've seen a full-out trailer for Tulsa King. Like, I just know that it's out there, and I know that he's in it, and I know what it's about, but I don't know. All right, so back to the reads. I mean, Ghost Machine was phenomenal, like pretty much on all levels. I mean, it's just one of those things that was good. But I'm gonna move over. Okay, so the Ultimate Universe of Marvel, and that's high praise for me because in previous years Marvel didn't really hit so hard. No, but I want to say like Daredevil was a fantastic read this year. Ultimate Spider, like honestly, I enjoyed every single because I am reading Ultimate X-Men, Black Panther, Spider-Man. You know, the Ultimate main series. I've enjoyed all of it. The but it is like I want to say I don't know how it stands out alone, like just reading Ultimate Spider because there is this overarching story that's there. But I've really enjoyed all that. But like I mentioned, Daredevil. I have to mention Avengers versus Aliens. That was just phenomenal, like that, and it's not finished. So, um, but I mean, just what we've gotten so far was excellent. Avengers Twilight, that was really good, and I might have started in 2023 on that one. I'm not sure. All
Yeah,
right,
I
but I'll
think
let you
so.
go. That's more than five. I mentioned it.
Rich, what's going on, Rich?
Hey, Rich.
Hope you're doing well today. Cat's back. Tony, call me.
What's up, Tony?
Come on, Tony. You were on his show last night. He does a show on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
I need to jump on there here again.
I
My
would put.
top five were number 5. I got Falling in Love on the Path to Hell.
It's good.
I love the art in that, and I love the writing. Just the them trying to survive and then finding each other and falling in love. Number 4, I have Frankenstein.
I was about to mention Frankenstein.
I love that
Frankenstein,
series.
yeah, it was really good.
I don't read too much horror, but I love how they broke it down as all of his pieces.
It was great. Each individual episode, like and the art, everything. I love Michael Walsh. Like ever since, I mean, this isn't his first series that I love, and I think TM's right there with like 6 coin. Like what was it, Silver Coin?
Silver Coin, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and this just hit it on every. I kind of hope we get a movie with or a show kind of with this aesthetic. I think, yeah, I think it'd be visually so appealing and fun. And
number 3, I have, let's see here, World's Finest. World's Finest has just been great from the start. I mean, it's on issue like 30, and they just seamlessly go through. Include Doom Patrol, Teen Titans. They went through the crossover with Kingdom Come, where they had what was his name? Boy Thunder, who ended up being Magog, and yeah, just awesome. Mark Waid, Dan Mora is just, in my opinion, the goated combination. Number 2, I have Rook Exodus, which is the Ghost Machine book. And I just love the concept with that, being on a different world, being able to control all the animals with the helmets, them trying to survive, basically the world dying, and really can't wait to see where that goes. They took down the first bad guy.
It's probably my favorite thing out of Rook Exodus is the character design, the art. It just, I mean, it's... Yeah,
the interior art on that book is insane.
Then you add the story with it that matches the concept. I know it's pretty fantastic.
Rockefeller's Absolute Batman, Geiger, Ultimate Spider-Man, and anything Ghost Machine. Amen. And my number 1, I got Transformers as number 1.
All right,
because
I can go with that.
I wasn't even really interested in Transformers until Daniel Warren Johnson, having read Do a Powerbomb, Murder Falcon, and several of his other stories. Picked that up, and man, talk about just almost writing humanity into robots, and just how he described from their point of view setting a foot on Earth, and just no qualms about killing people off, destroying them. Which I love. I think that's what makes anime better than
regular animation.
Cartoons, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're not scared to touch those those elements.
And then for honorable mentions, I have all the Absolute and all the Ghost Machine. Basically, like
I would say honorable mention for me is that we got EC Comics back, and I know that's been pretty loved. Cruel
yeah, that's
Universe,
been
and
really loved by a lot of
and,
people.
and honestly, like I mean, it has a different spectrum feed because they're kind of doing the space and all of it's been kind of good overall, like art and story. And I mean, yeah, it's great. Not only getting that comics company back, but getting good stuff from it. We got Gold Key back. Um, it might be a sign that we're getting more. I don't know, but those are the two that I could think of. The Absolute I put on there more, but I just need more of it before it goes on. I mean,
And I couldn't put one of my favorite books because it only has one issue so far, but TMNT Naruto crossover was the perfect crossover. I mean, a lot of these crossovers, you're like, how is it going to work out? But that one was a match made in heaven, and the first issue was perfect. So I can't wait to see. I think it's going to be 4 issues long. 4 or 5.
I think for some reason, I think Turtles just match up because one of my favorite combos is like Turtles and Batman, and then like another one that I could
that
think
matches
of.
up.
Another one that I could think of. Yeah, and then another one I could think of recently was the Stranger Things and Ninja Turtle matchup. I didn't know how that was gonna. No, it turned out like really really good. Like,
Interesting. Okay.
maybe the Turtles just match up good with everybody.
What's up, Surfer?
Yeah,
I didn't know how
Surfer.
they're going to match up with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That just didn't seem like because Power Rangers
And
is like
I think I heard that one was good. Like, I think so. Now I did the Turtle and Street Fighter one. That honestly, I want to put it in the bad writing kind of thing. Like because it had. I mean, that one has a winner combination. It's just a fighting, versus the turtles. You throw in a little story in there, but they failed. I don't know.
Transformers. Naruto. It could happen. It could happen.
It could.
All right. What are your let's just say top 3 moments of 2024?
Heroes Con 2024 would
Heroes
be number 1 right there. That was phenomenal for me. And I know it kind of sucked for you, but I mean, no, that was phenomenal. Just getting to meet all the people I got to meet, and even the con itself was just a fantastic con. Overall, it was a fantastic, and it will be a fantastic memory in my mind for a long time. What about you?
My that's my number 2 is also Heroes Con, just because spending time with you, getting to meet several people, not quite the amount of people I wanted to meet, but I was able to spend a little bit of time in the con itself. My number 3 was C3. I had a hell of a time this year at C3. Stayed up late on some of those streams. I remember Beckerman had
I remember you telling me.
what's his name? Joseph Ryan, Jack Ryan, not Jack Ryan. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot his name. The Art of John Ryan is his channel. Anyway, his last name is Ryan. Anyway, he was on K-Pops that night really late, and he's an artist. He was selling some of his art. And Beckerman, he had everybody rolling because for about an hour, Beckerman went from $50 and he bid himself up because this guy was like, "Come on, it's for the kids. You got to bid more than that, Beckerman." And just got back and by like after about an hour, Beckerman's like, "I'll give you what you want if you never talk again." Jay Ryan, thank you so much, Tate. Oh my God, that was just it was one of the funnest times this year. What's your number 2? See you, Carmen. Have a great night. Happy New Year.
I mean, honestly, okay, I didn't have a bad year. It's been a while since I had a bad year. I think when we went through, a couple years back was pretty bad for me. But memorable moments that might just be like Heroes Con, C3, and okay. I do have one, and this is gonna be a hot topic, but it was one of my favorite moments this year. I actually like laughed my ass off, like. But I'm gonna go with the Sticky Goose interview and with Comic Tom.
Oh, okay.
that interview right there, like not only was it that like kind of traditionally a one-sided interview, but like the way it played out, the way it was set up, like because I knew the whole story beforehand. I was kind of invested in that little bit of drama. No, but I want to say that I haven't laughed like that hard in so long. Like I haven't. I've actually shared that with people that have no idea about the comic YouTube thing, and like they've laughed, at some of the stuff that went on. I mean, that to me was one of the most funny like moments of this year was that interview right there. And I hate I'm not the person to rag on people and stuff like that. No, but that was funny. That was some comeuppance kind of thing.
Is that your number 2 or your number 1?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's my number 2 because he was kind of my number 1.
Oh, okay. My number 1 is The Tower.
The Tower, yeah.
Doing the book club and just reading. You get me back into reading novels and reading the entire Dark Tower series, and it was really enjoyable. Really happy that I started that up.
I'm gonna say both of them, and I'm happy that I because I've been wanting to do a book club, like either online or no, but I've enjoyed both of them, the Dragonlance and the Stephen King side of it. And the Tower, I mean, that's just a blessing in itself. Getting to talk about it with other people that know what we're talking about it, because I can hype people up on the story, but get them to read the story, that's a whole different thing. I could sell a story, that's easy. No, so I was really proud of you and Phil, like taking that leap and reading it for the first time and making it all the way through. Pretty much.
See you, Wellbore.
All right, Wellbore.
Thank you, Carmen. Appreciate you. That's all we have for that for the top 5s. I do have some stuff to show off. We have, I guess I can start off with my cover of the year. So I had to break it down to 4 different covers and had to make my decision from that. But first off, we have A Scarlet Witch by Craig Russell at number 4.
I do like that.
It's a foil.
It's very unique.
Hidden gem variant. Number 3, I have this Jenny Frison, Zatanna, Bringing Down the House.
All right.
Almost like a negative space. Number 2, we got Raza with Green Lantern War Journal. Been loving Raza, how he used lighting and used shading. He's just a master. Yep. He's the one that won with Wonder Woman last year. And my cover of the year is Marcio Takara, Poison Ivy. I love the pink, love the messiness, but it's clean and messy at the same time.
I do like that. It's a storybook look to it. And Lady Prime, you don't have to pay me. You just gotta, hit me up and I'll tell you stuff.
That's my cover of the year. We got my top 5 figures and my top 5 books of the year. Well, figures, 3 in my top 5. I was so happy to get these. I got the Rogues and Gambit, X-Men 97 from Tina.
Whoop whoop.
And I found the Wolverine myself.
Yeah, it's cool.
So I was really happy to find those. Got this mini bust, my favorite character, Dr. Aphra.
Yeah.
Love that. And my number 1 most expensive figure I've ever purchased is this Storm Shadow.
Yeah, he does look cool.
Really awesome. Really articulate.
And guess what? That actor that plays Storm Shadow in the live, he's in Squid Game. No.
Is he really?
He is.
I have his autograph.
He's one of my top favorite actors of he's actually in one of my top horror movies of all time. It's a horror movie that not a lot of people have seen. I saw The Devil, but I love that actor. Don't ask me to quote his name because I'm gonna mess it up. But what's up, Scott?
I knew you'd like that, Sheena. One of your girls. Thanks, Tina. My cover of the year, exactly. No, could I
Yeah,
make
me
sure
neither.
to keep my covers of the year, my covers of the week to no incentive,
A or B.
no exclusives.
Nah,
Yeah.
he was talking about the X-Men '97. I know what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, the
Because I
Wolverine I
couldn't find
found at the very beginning when they first came out, before the show even came out. I found the Wolverine. I should have grabbed all of them, but as soon
I
as
was
the
gonna
show
buy.
came out, you cannot find those anywhere.
My brother's a big fan of that whole series in general. Watched it growing up, so I plan to go out and find the whole set. And
Mm-hmm.
you're talking about like going to Targets and WalMarts and nowhere over here.
What's up, Scott? How you doing,
Hey,
bud?
Scott.
Yeah, Storm Shadow is epic. Most I ever spend on a figure. Hey, what's going on? Ari
Hey,
Payne?
Ari. Bye, Joe.
My top 5 pickups for the year, it's actually 6. I couldn't whittle it down past 6, but I found this in my LCS. Anybody knows, this is the mail away second
Yeah.
print. Jim Lee
it's cool.
cover. Pretty expensive book.
Never had that one, but I had the real one. Not the
Shout out to
mail.
Steve White for hooking me up with the 5-time signed Ghost Machine.
Yeah, it's freaking dope.
Got that at Fan Expo Toronto. Ghost Machine panel just living up there in Canada. Found 2 of my most wanted Jenny Frizzens. We got Dr. Afra, Jenny Frizen.
Very pretty.
Had this for a long time. And probably my favorite Jenny Frizen cover of Psylocke.
Yeah.
And the last 2, my favorite things of the year, were both from Heroes Con. The 2 artists I got to meet, we got John Jang,
He's cool.
Doomsday remark.
Yeah. Jang was a great dude.
Yeah, he's just so friendly. And this kind of a twofer. Tina sent me this book for my birthday. So thank you so much, Tina. And also Larry Hama got him to do a remark of Storm Shadow and sign it.
Yeah, don't let me take you to Larry Hama. If you want me to introduce you to Larry Hama, you might end up meeting, JR or
That's hilarious. And that's my top pickups of the year. Dale.
most of my pickup, like even though I did buy some books this year. Most of my hot pickup, like if I go back to the coolest thing, okay, so most memorable would be me finding that small little game shop that I've been, ever since I found that game shop. But that's been like my spot. I hit the thing up daily now, like just being able to buy retro games, and just the selection they have. It actually, a store that actually has people that are actually enjoying to talk to, kind of. No, so that's actually one of my, and it's a store that's so hidden. I think I passed it like 1,000,000 times and never even noticed it was there. I was like, damn it. Yeah,
there was
all
one
my
thing we
pickups.
actually didn't go over, and that was animated shows.
Mine's real quick because I can only think of like 3 or 4 so far.
Go ahead.
Dan was just phenomenal. Like, that actually had like penguin level, like, want to watch it. Right? Every episode was like, ooh, another one.
I need to go back. I don't think I only watched 4 episodes or something.
Dan was good. Uzumaki was great, like, and horror related. No, Uzumaki was fantastic, like, beautifully animated. The story was so engaging, like the tripped out crap that would, it was so good. Dragon Ball Dama, it's hard to put on the list, but I have rather enjoyed it, because it just kind of got started, like, it's not that far deep into it yet, so, no, but I have enjoyed that so
Gina
far.
likes Dan to Dan.
I love Dan. I mean, the soundtrack alone, I know a lot of people are, a lot of people are out there loving that song, but I'm right there with them. That
Yeah.
I mean, no, but I mean the fact that it's also like mixed American made, I kind of like that too. That they went like half Japan, half. I kind of dig that too.
Thank
I'm
you,
trying to
PP. Appreciate you.
think of the last one. I think that might be it that I can think offhand.
My list, first off, honorable mentions. We got Kaiju number 8. Really liked Kaiju number 8. Him transforming into a kaiju.
I wasn't sure if I
And
watched it this year. Yeah, but that was good.
and X-Men 97.
Yeah,
We're
X-Men
both-
97.
Yeah, those are both my honorable mentions. On my list, number 5, I have Arcane season 2. Really enjoyed that. League of Legends. It takes a little while to get used to that art style. It's more of that CGI art, but really great season 2. Demon Slayer. This last season, the way it ended was epic. Just
Got
ready
nothing but
to
high reviews.
um,
I'm trying to catch up. I finally watched the movie. I finally made it past Mugen Train, so I am
Okay.
watching it. But like I'm
You just
technically right.
two
I'm
seasons
right at
ago.
yeah. Technically, I'm right at this. I think it's the 3rd season that's after the
Mhm.
Mugen Train. I'm right there. So it actually was hard for me to get back into. I don't know if it was like I couldn't remember if I was watching the dubbed or like
The second season is hard. The second season, I
there
think,
was
is the worst season.
there was something about like the voices or something. I don't know if they changed the voice actors or because I
Mhm.
couldn't figure out if I'd watched the dub because I traditionally watch everything like watching
Right?
the subtitles, but no,
The
I don't
last
know.
season was perfection.
But continue.
I have Secret Level.
Yes, that was fantastic. I want to say the last couple episodes were a little like.
There was what, 8 episodes?
No, overall, I think there was like 16 episodes. They dropped them in 2 different because
I have not seen the second part of it then.
yeah, the second part has the Mega Man episode and it has like the guy. Okay, so like all like I was one of the episodes was the Mega Man episode where was one of the ones I was looking forward to, and it is a good episode, but it's such a letdown because it's so short. It's like
Yeah,
you
some
talk
of them are
about.
short.
Well, this one's extremely short. You talk about just getting a teaser. I mean, and it's like, so I can warn you about the Mega Man one, but they're all pretty good up until one in memory. It's like the last 2. The last one, I wasn't even sure what game it was until it got going, and then you're like, oh, it's all of PlayStation in general. I was like, it's not based on a game.
Hmm.
Those last 2 ones, they're in the okay cat. No, but Secret Level was really good.
My number 2, Terminator Zero.
Yeah, Terminator Zero was fire. Oh, yeah, it was
Terminator
good.
Zero was awesome. Just a different take on it. Really enjoyed. And my number 1 was Vox Machina. Vox Machina is the Dungeons and Dragons show, period. If you like fantasy, any kind of Dungeons and Dragons, anything, you'll love Vox Machina.
I might have to pull up the first episode and just see it.
Have you not
No.
watched it?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's
I haven't
amazing
watched
because
Arcane.
it's their Dungeons and Dragons. It's basically like we're reading with Dragonlance, but
Yeah,
put
yeah.
into a show because it's them playing Dungeons and Dragons, and then they're all voice actors. So perfect. What's up, Maiden? How you doing,
What's up,
bud?
mate? Hey, mate.
Happy New Year, bud. I hope you had a great Christmas.
Happy New Year.
That's pretty much all I have. I want to do a couple different things. I want to shout out, first off, anybody that's experiencing any kind of health problems. My dad, he's been in and out of the hospital. He went back to the hospital last night and had to his body's not processing fluids, so he's retaining a bunch of fluid, and they had to like drain a bunch of fluid just out from under his skin and stuff. So he's doing pretty bad. One of my good friends I played fantasy football with for 20 years. He passed away the day after Christmas. He was able to spend one last Christmas with his family. But Heath, praying for you. I know you're in a better place, praying for your family, and just had to say that. And you got anything to shout out or anything?
Not really to that degree. I'm really sorry to hear that. You talk about some of the worst news you could get, but I am happy that he did make it through another holiday with his family. No, but I'm there with you, buddy, and that goes out with anybody, to everybody. If anybody ever needs to reach out, especially during these holiday times, it can be extremely stressful. I mean, if you ever need a buddy, just to, talk to, yell at, send weird feed pics, I'm your guy. I don't mind all that stuff. I do have some don'ts, and I'm vocal about it. But if you ever need somebody to talk to, there's people out there. Reach out.
Amen. What's up, OTG?
Hey,
How you doing,
Otaka.
bud?
No, I mean, coming up this coming Saturday, we have the part 2 to our quest to Quinn. Dragons of Winter Night. I'm really looking forward to this because we did not make it that far through the book that I was hoping. But I love our conversation. I often go back throughout the week and I think about different parts, and I'll pull up, rewatch it. No, some of the I'm really looking forward to this conversation, especially where we're getting to in the book. I mean, because the first part was like build up and all. No, I mean we're kind of at all the juicy stuff right now, so
Oh,
I'm looking forward to
nice.
this. I'm looking forward to this conversation because we're basically we just passed like ice wall, and we haven't really even did the dragon part of it, and we're right there,
Yeah, it's a good fight. I like that. I like this part coming up. Thanks, JSS. Yeah, I just had to send some prayers to him. I knew him for a long time, and yeah, it's rough. But if anybody out there, I brought that up also just to say, if anybody out there is going through some stuff health wise, praying for you so much. I know K-pop is going through some stuff. D has been going through some stuff. Boyd
Tony
has been good. Tony. Yeah, Tony's been going through a lot of loss in his family.
Yeah,
he and Cat fan too. So, just thinking about everybody, you need a ear to talk at. Just let either Mike or I know.
And we're thinking about you.
Yes, and going to be back next week. What I might be doing is doing every other week, 2 weeks a month on Sunday Night Live. There's something else cooking as far as my job that's coming up that I might need. Every now and then need a Sunday off. But besides that, got my Wednesday show, 4 o'clock on Wednesdays, open panel. And like Mike said, catch him on Saturday. And then we'll be back here next week. Love y'all so much. Have a great rest of your week. And as always, Matt Woods.